One of the strongest themes in this narrative is the idea that emotional pain eventually pushes people toward greater self-awareness. Relationships often become complicated when fear, insecurity, or avoidance prevent honest communication. A person may withdraw, send mixed signals, or hurt someone they genuinely cared about simply because they lacked the emotional maturity to face vulnerability directly. Over time, however, avoidance creates its own kind of pressure. The things people try hardest not to confront often become impossible to ignore forever. The story describes this through imagery of masks falling away and truths becoming visible. The healthier interpretation is that emotional growth happens when people stop running from accountability and begin facing themselves honestly. Someone who once acted carelessly may eventually realize how deeply their actions affected another person. That realization can lead to change, regret, and a desire to reconnect differently than before. Still, emotional maturity also means understanding that someone's regret does not automatically erase the pain they caused. Healing requires balance. You can acknowledge another person's growth while still protecting your own emotional well-being. The references to shifting power and emotional awakening symbolize reclaiming clarity after confusion. Many people spend too long second-guessing themselves in relationships that leave them emotionally drained. Over time, however, painful experiences can strengthen emotional awareness and teach healthier standards for communication and respect. The healthiest relationships are not built through confusion, emotional games, or endless uncertainty. They grow through honesty, consistency, and mutual accountability. If someone truly changes, that transformation will become visible in the way they communicate, listen, respect boundaries, and show up consistently over time. Real growth does not need dramatic declarations to prove itself. It becomes visible naturally through behavior. That mirror has your name etched in light. They are seeing what they lost when they tried to run from connection. This awakening is not casual. It's brutal, it's divine, and it's final. There will be no more pretending. They remember your kindness. They are being haunted by your silence. They feel the weight of their decisions pressing on their chest like thunder. This person has tried to fill their life with distractions, to erase what they once had with you, but it didn't work, because what you two had was not of this world. This isn't just love, this was spiritual, and they feel it now in their bones. You are about to witness a transformation that will humble the strongest heart. You will feel something shift inside you too, because this message has reached you in perfect timing. The divine realm has watched you suffer in silence. That season is closing. The one who mistreated your trust is being pulled back to the light, and the light is you. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There's a restlessness in their spirit. Their dreams are flooded with your name, your face, your voice. They wake up startled, wondering why they can't shake this feeling. What they don't realize is this: heaven is placing reminders of you in their path. The Psalms, the strangers, the symbols, they are not accidental. Every time they think they've buried the past, your essence comes rising from the dust. And now, they can't run anymore. That's the divine order at work. This person is being spiritually summoned. Your name is echoing across dimensions. Your heart is drawing them like a magnet. Don't be surprised if you receive a message that makes your heart stop. It may be a call, a text, or a knock, but it will come, because Archangel Michael has already begun the shift. Their hands are trembling, and their pride is crumbling. They don't recognize themselves anymore, but in that brokenness, they remember who saw their soul most clearly, you, and now they want to return, Type Amen to get blessing 555. Some of you might feel unsure whether to open that door again, but remember, this isn't the same person. The divine has reordered their spirit. The pain they caused you is now being reflected back to them tenfold. They are walking through fire just to reach you again. They are being spiritually corrected. Your value is being shown to them in visions and memories that don't fade. Your life has lost flavor without your presence. No substitute ever satisfying. They know now. You were the light. You were the peace. You were the answer they ignored. They are coming with a different voice, a different intention, a different truth. But the question isn't whether they will come. It's how ready you are when they do. The skies are preparing to open. The path is being cleared. And your soul is about to be reunited with what once felt so lost. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. Comment if you can already feel the energy shifting. A conversation they feared is now the one they are desperate to have. They will confess something they couldn't say before. They are preparing to be vulnerable like never before. This change didn't happen easily. It came through storms, through sleepless nights, through the burning of ego, but it's real now, and it has your name written in divine ink. They will say, I've changed, but you will feel it before they even speak. Your aura will be different, because divine change is not spoken, it is felt. The second half of this message focuses on regret, emotional realization, and the vulnerable honesty that often arrives when someone fully understands the value of a relationship they once struggled to protect properly. The story's imagery of someone trembling, searching for your eyes, and carrying unspoken words symbolizes the emotional weight people feel when they finally confront how deeply another person mattered to them. Many relationships become complicated, not because love was absent, but because fear, pride, immaturity, or poor communication prevented people from expressing what they truly felt while they still had the chance. Over time, silence itself can become painful, especially when unresolved emotions continue lingering beneath everyday life. The references to ignored messages and missed moments reflect the regret that naturally grows when someone realizes they allowed meaningful opportunities for connection to slip away. But the message wisely shifts the focus away from blame and toward understanding. The emotional power of reunion does not come from making someone suffer for past mistakes. It comes from witnessing genuine growth, accountability, and emotional sincerity in someone who once struggled to offer it. The idea that their eyes will reveal sorrow, hope, and transformation highlights an important truth. Meaningful apologies are often communicated more through presence, consistency, and emotional honesty than through perfectly crafted speeches. At the same time, the story reminds you that your worth was never dependent on being chased, chosen, or validated by another person. Your value existed long before any reunion became possible. As this chapter closes, the deeper message becomes clear. Love feels most real, not when it is dramatic or mystical, but when both people are finally willing to stand before each other without masks, without games, and without pretending they were unaffected by the connection they shared. You will feel a storm of emotions rising in your chest, but peace will follow, because heaven does not bring someone back unless the time is now divine. And now it is. This is your sign. This is your moment. This is the unlocking of what was once sealed. You were never meant to be a memory. You were meant to be destiny. And destiny is knocking now. Do not look back with anger. Look forward with wisdom. You have changed too. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Their friends can sense it. Their family sees the shift. They are quieter, more distant, more thoughtful. They spend nights awake, questioning their past decisions. They replay your last words over and over. Regret has taken root in their heart. But this is not punishment. This is purification. The divine is cleaning their soul. You are not just someone they loved. You were the mirror of their soul. You awakened something in them they tried to silence. But it's roaring now. This person has had dreams that feel too real. Your voice, your touch, your light. It's calling to them. They are beginning to walk the road back to you, but this time barefoot, stripped of all illusions. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. They will admit it all, the lies, the running, the reasons they gave you up, but you will hear it with pain, and you will hear it with power, because you have healed. They thought you'd be waiting in pieces, but you've risen in strength, and now they must rise to meet your new level. You are no longer the version of yourself that begged for clarity. You are the version that commands respect without speaking, and that is why they must change. This is divine reversal. The runner becomes the seeker. The avoider becomes the confessor. You were patient. You were loyal. And now you will be rewarded. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Fomonti. If you know this person is already feeling the shift, this person may speak softly, but every word will shake. They never thought they'd have to return, but their spirit left them no choice. They've seen you in places they least expected. There is also something powerful about realizing you carried love with dignity, even during moments when it was not fully returned or understood. Many people become bitter after heartbreak, shutting themselves off emotionally to avoid being hurt again. But maintaining compassion, self-respect, and emotional honesty through painful experiences reflects a quiet kind of strength that often goes unnoticed at the time. The imagery of redemption and, quote, divine turnaround symbolizes the hope that difficult relationships can eventually transform into something healthier, wiser, and more honest than they once were. And while no future is guaranteed, people genuinely can grow through loss, mistakes, and time apart. Someone who once avoided difficult conversations may later return with greater emotional maturity because life forced them to confront parts of themselves they previously ignored. That kind of change cannot be forced or performed convincingly forever. Real growth shows up in consistency, accountability, and the willingness to communicate openly rather than disappearing into silence when things become uncomfortable. If a meaningful conversation or reunion eventually happens, let your peace come from your own clarity first, not solely from the outcome. The strongest position you can stand in is one where you know your worth regardless of whether the relationship continues, changes, or simply brings closure. The references to feeling calm before anything is spoken reflect an important truth. Healing often begins internally long before external answers arrive. You no longer need to chase certainty the way you once did, because you have already survived the uncertainty itself. That resilience changes the way you love, the way you trust, and the way you approach the future. Whatever comes next, let it grow from honesty, emotional balance, and mutual effort rather than fear of losing what once slipped away. The world may not understand what you do, your soul does, because it has waited lifetimes for this healing. And now it is time. Your presence will feel familiar but reborn. Your voice will be the same, but softer. Their eyes will show you everything that changed. You won't have to ask why they came back. You'll already know. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. You've unlocked this message at the exact moment it was destined. And that is not an accident. The transformation has already begun. You are being given a choice soon. To embrace, to heal, to rise. The divine is not foreseeing anything, but it is presenting something powerful. A second chance, a holy right, a sacred return. You are free to say yes, or to walk away in peace. But whatever you do, it will be from strength, not sorrow. Because now you stand in your divine power, and no one can take that away. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. They are pacing the floor, holding their phone, whispering your name under their breath. This is the person who once chose silence, but now, silence punishes them. Every second they don't reach out, they feel the distance grow heavier. You became their lesson and their light. You were the reflection they tried to erase, but the divine burned your image into their soul, and now, even in a crowd, they feel alone because you're not there. You won't have to wonder if this is real. Their actions will speak before their words, and when they appear again, something in you will know. This is not a repeat, because heaven doesn't rewind without reason, and this time, the ending will not break you. Type Amen to get blessing 202222. Archangel Michael says, the angels have been whispering your name in their dreams. What you gave them was never ordinary. You planted a seed of light in their life that no storm could uproot. That seed has grown into a forest of realization. They've tried to escape the lessons, but every step brought them closer to your memory. They now understand that what you gave was rare. They're preparing to step into your world again, not as the same person, but as someone newly born through divine fire. They've battled the lies they told themselves. They faced the pain of their own doing, and now they're reaching out. One text, one call, one confession that will begin everything. The shift in their energy is real. They are not the person who left you. They are the person the universe has recreated for you. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. They will apologize for the things they couldn't say, but more importantly, they will show you everything they failed to act on. One of the clearest signs of personal growth is realizing that you no longer need love to come from desperation, fear, or emotional dependency in order for it to feel meaningful. Real connection feels different when healing has taken place. It becomes steadier, more intentional, and less driven by confusion or emotional extremes. People who have truly reflected on their mistakes often carry a quiet sense of regret, not in a way that manipulates others for sympathy, but in a way that motivates them to show up differently moving forward. They understand the consequences of their past choices, and that understanding shapes the way they communicate, listen, and care. If someone from your past has reached that point, you will likely sense it not through dramatic declarations, but through calm honesty and consistent effort. At the same time, your own growth has prepared you to respond differently than before. You are no longer searching for validation through someone else's attention or approval. You understand your value more clearly now, and that changes the way you approach relationships entirely. Instead of fearing abandonment or constantly questioning your worth, you are learning how to recognize whether a connection genuinely supports your peace and emotional well-being. This shift is powerful because it allows love to become something healthier instead of something painful or unstable. There may still be moments of hesitation or fear when reopening your heart after disappointment, and that is completely natural. Trust takes time to rebuild, especially when emotions run deep. But healing also means allowing yourself the possibility that people can grow, relationships can mature, and new beginnings can emerge from old endings when both individuals are willing to evolve honestly. The key is not to ignore the past, but to learn from it without becoming trapped inside it. Your future deserves relationships built on communication, emotional safety, accountability, and mutual effort, rather than confusion or emotional imbalance. The person you are becoming no longer needs to settle for uncertainty disguised as love. You are learning that healthy connection should strengthen your sense of peace, not constantly threaten it. But your heart still beats with the same love, and that is your gift. You don't need to chase closure. It's coming to you, wrapped in sincerity. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. They're nervous, even terrified, but they know it must be done. The truth has sat in their throat long enough. It's time to release it. When they look at you, they will see everything they lacked. Your grace, your strength, your loyalty. It will humble them. They are going to say things you never expected to hear. They may fall to their knees in front of you, not out of desperation, but because they finally understand your worth. You held space for their healing. You carried a love too pure for this world, and now the world is repaying you. This return isn't by luck. It's written in divine alignment, and it will arrive at your doorstep with clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. They once questioned whether you were the right person. Now they question how they could have ever let you go. The shame is overwhelming, but it's also cleansing. You've always been a lighthouse. Even when waves crashed against you, you stood tall, and they are finally ready to swim back home. Don't rush, don't force, let them come to you in truth. Because when a soul returns with real transformation, you'll feel it in your bones. You won't need proof. Their eyes will tell you everything, and their consistency will erase your doubts. This is not the end, it's the true beginning. And heaven is rejoicing already. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Comment if you can already sense their energy returning to your spirit. This transformation didn't happen overnight. They battled demons. They faced betrayals of their own. They've walked through shadows just to find your light again. They now see you were the only one who truly saw them. Not their status, not their service, but their soul. That is why the universe keeps pulling them back to you. You are not a memory, you are a destiny, and destiny doesn't forget its path. They will hold your hands differently now. They will speak with intention. They will touch with reverence. Because they lost you once, and that pain changed them forever. Now, they are returning not to beg, but to build. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. You will feel a shift before they arrive. A peace in your heart, a calm in your mind. That's the divine preparing you. Because the return isn't meant to shake you, it's meant to honor you. This person is already planning how to reach you. They are talking to themselves in mirrors, rehearsing, judging, praying you still believe in them. But this is no longer about their fear, it's about your glow. Because while they were away, you became untouchable. You grew into someone they never expected to lose. Now, they will never forget. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. They will just return empty-handed. It will bring healing, love, devotion, time, and truth. everything they once withheld. They are ready to give you the version of themselves you always deserve. The Varian that wasn't available before. You waited not because you were weak, but because you were loyal. And now that loyalty is being divinely rewarded. When people lose something meaningful, they often try to fill the emptiness with distractions, new relationships, busyness, or outward confidence. But unresolved emotions have a way of resurfacing, especially when the connection represented something genuine and emotionally grounding. The memories of kindness, understanding, laughter, and emotional safety can become difficult to replace because those qualities create a sense of belonging that superficial experiences cannot recreate. It is possible that someone who once took your presence for granted now understands your impact more clearly than they ever did before. The loss of stability, direction, or emotional connection in their own life may have forced them to confront parts of themselves they previously ignored. That process can feel painful because it strips away excuses and exposes the reality of what was mishandled or left unresolved. However, it is important to remember that their healing and transformation are ultimately their responsibility, not yours to carry. The idea that someone owes you healing should not be understood literally or spiritually. No one can undo past pain completely, but people can take accountability, apologize sincerely, and show through actions that they are capable of healthier love and communication moving forward. If a reunion occurs, pay attention not only to emotional words, but to whether their behavior reflects real change. Emotional intensity alone does not sustain a relationship. Trust is rebuilt through consistency, patience, and respect over time. You are no longer required to accept confusion, mixed signals, or emotional immaturity simply because someone finally recognizes your value. The transformation taking place here is most meaningful when it leads to deeper self-awareness for both people involved. Whether this connection ultimately becomes a renewed relationship or simply a source of closure, the important thing is that you now understand your worth more clearly than before. You are not the same person who once waited endlessly for validation or clarity. You have grown through the silence, learned through the heartbreak, and developed the emotional strength to recognize that love should bring peace, honesty, and mutual care, rather than constant uncertainty. It's spiritual. Heaven itself has moved timelines to make this return happen. You had endured tests that would have broken most, but you remained in light. That's why this blessing is unfolding now. They will apologize without needing to be asked. They will weep without shame. They will finally understand what they cost themselves. You may feel cautious and even unsure. That's natural. The angels understand, but listen to the vibrations in your heart. They will tell you if the transformation is genuine, and it is, because divine intervention never returns what hasn't been restored. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. This moment is your soul's reward. You love it purely. You let go gracefully. You healed silently. And now, everything you released is finding its way back to you, cleansed, renewed, elevated. Their heart beats differently now. It's subdued, it's clear, it's open. They've walked through the darkness, they've met their karma, and now they are ready to stand in the light with you. There will be tears, there will be confessions, but above all, there will be truth, because the divine is now pouring justice into your life. You will be honored for your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. They once feared losing their freedom. Now they fear losing your forgiveness. They once feared commitment. Now they fear another day without your voice. Time has matured them. Pain has refined them. Spirit has humbled them. They are no longer ashamed to say your name. In fact, they speak it with reverence, as if it's a prayer they miss saying all this time. They've told others about you, stories they used to avoid. Now they proudly share how deeply they love you, because that love never died. It only went silent, but now, it's awakening louder than ever. Type Amen to get blessing. 3838. Comment if you feel their energy has already begun circling your aura. They might not have the perfect words at first, but they will show up, and that is what matters. They may shake, they may stumble, but they will stand in front of you, because the divine won't let them hide anymore. Your energy is calling them. Your spirit is pulling them, and they cannot resist this cosmic magnet. This person was designed to walk beside you, and now, they are learning how to do it properly. There is something deeply healing about being seen clearly by someone who once misunderstood you. When a person finally gains the emotional maturity to acknowledge the fears, mistakes, and emotional distance that shaped their behavior, it can bring closure to questions that lingered for years. But closure does not always mean returning to exactly what existed before. Sometimes it means understanding the past well enough to create a completely different future. If someone re-enters your life with honesty and genuine self-awareness, you may feel a sense of emotional relief simply because truth has finally replaced confusion. That honesty can open the door to meaningful conversations about what both of you experienced, what went wrong, and what would need to change for any new beginning to be healthy. The key is to remain grounded in reality, instead of becoming swept away by idealized ideas about destiny or perfect timing. Emotional connection becomes stronger when it is supported by practical effort, consistent communication, and mutual respect. If a renewed relationship is meant to grow, it should bring clarity rather than emotional chaos. It should create stability rather than uncertainty. You deserve relationships where your feelings are heard openly, where your concerns are taken seriously, and where love is expressed through dependable actions rather than vague promises. The idea of someone walking beside you reflects the healthiest kind of partnership, one based on equality rather than imbalance. Neither person should feel they must chase, prove, or lose themselves in order to maintain the connection. Real partnership means growing together while also respecting each other's individuality. As you continue healing and evolving, trust yourself enough to recognize the difference between temporary emotional intensity and genuine emotional alignment. One may feel exciting in the moment, but the other creates lasting peace and trust over time. Type Amen to get blessing 42032. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $1.20. Final closing words. You did not suffer for nothing. You did not lose to be forgotten. Everything you endured has been stored as sacred credit in the divine realm. Now heaven repays. This person will change. They already are. Their soul is being rewired, and the only name left in their heart is yours. When they return, don't rush. Don't speak first. Let their eyes tell you everything. You are the reward they never thought they deserve again. And now, the gates are opening. This is not the end. This is the beginning of your most blessed chapter. Watch what happens next. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. folded. Dizzy, the air around you is different now. The signs have become too loud to ignore. Every hour that passes, the pull between you and this person grows more intense. Even they don't understand why they're feeling this way, but their soul knows. It's remembering you in sacred ways their mind once refused to accept. They are asking questions out loud now, about fate, timing, forgiveness. But the answers are all pointing in one direction. You are the light in the dark, and they finally see it clearly. Type Amen to get blessing 4445. They once ran from accountability. Now, they run toward it. Not because someone forced them, but because something divine unlocked in them. Their ego has shattered. They've fallen to their knees more than once in prayer, asking for another chance, not just with you, but with a version of themselves that you once believed in. Their biggest fear now is not rejection, but wasting one more day without honoring what they had with you. And they will not let another day go by in silence. They are being called home, and you are the home they never stopped feeling. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. You may feel like nothing is happening right now, but in the invisible, behind the veil, a divine storm is brewing. And it's moving this person closer and closer to your energy. Even if you haven't spoken in months or years, time has no control over what heaven has written. The spirit recognizes its match beyond time, beyond memory. They are restless. They are in deep reflection. Your soul is stirring every hour. Something has cracked open inside them. They are not just ready. They are called. They are rehearsing what to say. They are questioning if you will believe them. What the truth inside them is now too big to be contained. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. They are going to tell you that you changed them, and they won't say it to flatter you. They'll say it because it's the truth. No one else reached them the way you did. No one else made them feel that exposed, that seen, that safe. You awaken the most sacred parts of their soul. And now everything in them wants to honor that awakening. They are rewriting how they speak, how they listen, how they show up. You are their blueprint for better love, and they finally understand why the universe has never let them forget you. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. Comment if you feel something shifting deep in your soul right now, even in their silence. They've loved you, they were just afraid of their own reflection. You mirrored back everything they needed to grow, but weren't ready to face. Now they're walking into that mirror, fully exposed, and what they see staring back is you, the one who never stopped holding space. You are the reason they're becoming softer, wiser, braver. They want to build with you now, not just touch you. They want to speak your name with commitment, not confusion. You are no longer just a memory. You are their direction. Type Amen to get blessing 4949. The next time you see them, watch their body language. It will tremble in reverence. Their energy will feel calmer, more humbled. Memories, familiar voices, certain expressions, and emotional experiences can stay with someone because human relationships leave deep psychological and emotional impressions. The narrative uses poetic language about names lingering in silence and smiles remaining in memory to describe how meaningful connections continue influencing people internally, even during separation. The healthier interpretation is not that supernatural forces are controlling emotions, but that genuine emotional bonds naturally leave traces in memory and feeling. People often revisit important relationships mentally, because those experiences shaped them emotionally in significant ways. The story also highlights an important distinction by saying the connection is not obsession, but alignment. In healthy relationships, connection should feel grounding rather than consuming. It should inspire clarity, emotional growth, and self-awareness rather than anxiety or dependency. Real love does not erase individuality or force people into unhealthy attachment. Instead, it creates space for two emotionally mature individuals to understand and support one another honestly. The references to signs, dreams, and emotional pull symbolize the internal process of recognizing what truly matters emotionally after periods of distraction or denial. Sometimes people spend a long time chasing temporary comfort or avoiding vulnerability before realizing which relationships genuinely brought them peace, understanding, and authenticity. That realization can feel powerful because it cuts through emotional noise and confusion. Still, healthy relationships require more than strong feelings alone. They require communication, mutual effort, accountability, and emotional consistency. Lasting connection grows not only from emotional intensity but from two people actively choosing honesty and presence in each other's lives over time. You will feel it in your bones. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. They've been tested just as you were, and through those tests, they have been broken down to truth. They now carry the humility to love you right. Not perfectly, but divinely they understand now. Love is not loud, it's sacred, and you were the sacred they mishandled. But grace is here. Forgiveness is hovering. Destiny is clearing the way. You are about to witness a love story rewritten by heaven itself. One where your tears water joy, where your patience blooms reunion, where your soul finally feels home. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Glowing star, final affirmation from the divine glowing star. Take a deep breath. Feel the energy that surrounds you now. It's heavy because it's happening. The reunion, the healing, the transformation. You don't have to chase. You don't have to beg. You don't even have to prepare, because what is meant for you is now walking toward you. With eyes wide open and spirit awakened. You are the miracle they are returning to. You are the lesson they finally learned. You are the peace they've been begging heaven for. And heaven says, now is the time. Let them come. Let truth lead. Let your heart trust again. This is not the past repeating. This is prophecy fulfilling. Type Amen to get blessing 55. 55 folded dizzy. They are standing at the edge of their past mistakes, and behind them lies a life washed in regret. But ahead a new path glimmers, guided by the memory of your faithful heart. That path leads them right back into your presence. They tremble because they know this isn't ordinary reconciliation. It's sacred restoration. They sense that the stars have aligned for this precise moment. Their spirit aches for what was lost, and now what was lost is calling them back. Every cell in their body insists they must reach you. They've rehearsed the moment in silence, crafting words that match the holiness of what you both shared. This is the climax of their spiritual journey, not just toward you, but into the best version of themselves. They will approach with a softened voice, heavy with humility. They will come bearing the lessons learned in the crucible of their own missteps. They won't ask for forgiveness. They'll demonstrate it through transformed presence and unwavering sincerity. Your soul will recognize them before your mind processes their words. That's the divine signature on this moment. The second half of this message centers on transformation and the idea that meaningful love often requires personal growth before it can fully flourish. The story describes someone standing at the edge of their past mistakes, recognizing the consequences of their choices, while also seeing the possibility of becoming better because of what they learned. That emotional journey is deeply human. Many people only fully understand the value of a relationship after distance, regret, or loss forces them to reflect honestly on themselves. The references to a sacred restoration and a quote, best version of themselves symbolize emotional maturity rather than perfection. Healthy relationships are not built by flawless people. They are built by individuals willing to grow, communicate honestly, and take responsibility for the ways they may have contributed to pain or misunderstanding. The message wisely emphasizes action over empty promises. True change is not proven through dramatic speeches alone. It becomes visible through consistency, humility, patience, and the way someone chooses to show up over time. The imagery of rehearsed words and a softened presence reflects the nervousness and sincerity that often accompany vulnerable emotional moments. When someone genuinely values a connection, they approach it differently. There is more care, more attentiveness, and less desire to control or impress. The most meaningful part of this story is not the idea of fate forcing two people together. It is the possibility that love can evolve into something healthier after both individuals have learned from the seasons that once separated them. As this chapter closes, the deeper message becomes clear. Real reconciliation is not about returning to who you were before the pain happened. It is about meeting each other again as wiser, more self-aware people who understand that lasting love requires presence, emotional honesty, mutual respect, and the courage to choose each other intentionally rather than simply relying on hope alone. Your soul will recognize them before your mind processes their words. That's the divine signature on this moment. You will feel it as soon as they step into your aura. For you, it's not about the past. It's about the future. And this future is lit with hope, rebirth, and clarity. Your heart has been preparing in the quiet chambers of your spirit. Now it's ready. The next chapter begins not with shock, but with a quiet revelation. They've come home, not to your door, but to your energy, your essence, your light. Type Amen to get blessing 5656 if you'd like. I can continue unfolding with even deeper spiritual layers. And final closure. Just let me know. They've reached a threshold they can no longer cross alone. Every part of them knows something sacred is calling. That calling is you, your essence, your voice, your memory. In their heart, there is a room no one else has ever entered. You built that room with your kindness and loyalty, and now it echoes with your absence. But they are walking toward it again, totally, sincerely, painfully aware of how far they fell from your grace. They've stopped blaming you. They've stopped lying to themselves. Now, they stand in the truth. They were not ready before, but they are now. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. They used to fear being seen. You saw them. It frightened them more than rejection. You saw beyond their words, beyond their defenses, into their soul. But now, they crave that gaze again. They want to be seen, not to be validated, but to be restored. They miss your silence more than the noise of any crowd. They miss the way you listened without judgment. They miss the way your presence healed what they never spoke aloud. They've tried to forget, they've tried to numb, but divine love cannot be undone by time or distraction. Beg of what was written in your hearts and being rewritten in your reality. Type Amen to get blessing. 5858. They'll return with something more powerful than words. Action. You'll feel it in how they show up. You'll see it in how they respect your peace. The games are over. The delays are done. This is not about making amends. It's about fulfilling a divine. There is also something deeply healing about being recognized for the role you quietly played in another person's life. Sometimes you become a source of hope, stability, or emotional safety for someone without fully realizing how much your presence mattered to them. The references to being a teacher in someone's chaos or a light during their darkest moments symbolize the impact compassionate people often have on others simply by showing up with sincerity and care. But it is important to remember that your value does not depend on whether someone eventually returns to acknowledge it. You are not responsible for saving people from themselves, and you should never lose your identity trying to become everything another person needs emotionally. The healthiest relationships happen when two individuals meet each other from a place of personal growth rather than emotional emptiness. If someone now wants to build with you, support you, or love you more openly than before, let their actions reveal that truth over time. Words can be emotional and convincing in moments of vulnerability, but lasting change appears in consistency, patience, and genuine effort. The references to trembling voices, tears, and emotional honesty reflect how difficult it can be for people to return after long silence or regret. Reconnection often carries fear because both people know the past cannot simply be erased. Yet meaningful healing is still possible when honesty replaces avoidance and maturity replaces emotional confusion. Whether this relationship ultimately becomes a new beginning or simply brings overdue closure, the most important thing is that you continue honoring your own growth throughout the process. You deserve connections where love feels steady instead of uncertain, mutual instead of one-sided, and grounded in reality rather than only nostalgia or longing. You made them feel possible, and now they want to make it right. They have spoken to their reflection. They have confessed to the sky, but now it's time to confess to you. They're not expecting perfection. You're only praying for a door to be open, even just a little, so they can show you the change. Because this time, it won't be a promise, it will be a proof. Type Amen to get blessing. 6262. They were once surrounded by noise, but your silence has become the loudest sound. They carry it daily. It hums beneath their breath. They walk into rooms and see shadows of what you gave them. They pass strangers and wonder if they'd understand the weight of your absence. But now they know, you weren't just someone they loved. You were someone their soul chose long before this lifetime. That kind of bond can't be buried. It can only be delayed. And now heaven has removed the delay. Type Amen to get blessing. 6363. They are coming. You don't have to wonder. You don't have to wait in fear. You were always the one. The signs are everywhere. Your body feels it. Your intuition hums with confirmation. This is not imagination. This is divine reality forming in front of you. So open your spirit. Raise your light. Receive this return with clarity and calm. You are being aligned with what is finally ready for you. Type Amen to get blessing 6464. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. This is your time. This is your prophecy unfolding. You don't need to force. You don't need to beg. You just need to receive. The person you once cried over is becoming the person who will protect your heart with sacred hands. Because you are chosen, you are remembered, you are honored, and the divine says, now, let it begin. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. Folded dizzy, you thought it was over. You thought the silence meant the door had closed forever. But Archangel Michael confirms it was never the end. It was a preparation. The spiritual pressure on this person's soul has reached its peak. They can't escape it now. Your only relief is to return with truth in their mouth and healing in their heart. They are not just thinking about it anymore, they are moving. Healing changes the way relationships feel, because it changes the way people understand themselves. When someone begins doing the difficult inner work of reflecting on past mistakes, facing emotional wounds, and becoming more self-aware, they often become softer in the best possible way. Not weaker, but more open, more present, and more honest about what truly matters to them. This is why mature love feels different from emotionally chaotic love. It is not driven by fear, games, or constant uncertainty. Instead, it is shaped by communication, patience, accountability, and emotional safety. If a meaningful reunion happens in your life, the strongest sign of change will not be dramatic declarations alone. It will be consistency. It will be the willingness to listen, to understand, and to create something stable rather than simply relive old emotions. At the same time, you deserve to move slowly enough to protect your peace and trust your instincts throughout the process. Healing does not mean ignoring the past. It means learning from it without becoming trapped inside it forever. There may still be moments where memories resurface or emotions feel intense, especially when reconnecting with someone who once held a significant place in your life. That is natural, but your growth has prepared you to respond differently now. You are no longer invisible, overlooked, or waiting endlessly for someone to choose you. You have already begun choosing yourself, and that foundation changes every relationship moving forward. If someone enters your life again, they should meet you with the same level of care, honesty, and emotional maturity that you now expect from yourself. Healthy connection is not about losing yourself inside another person. It is about two individuals bringing their healed, self-aware selves into a relationship built on mutual respect and genuine effort. The future ahead of you deserves that kind of balance. Whether this reconnection becomes a lasting partnership or simply a moment of closure and understanding, it should leave you feeling more grounded, more respected, and more at peace with yourself rather than emotionally exhausted or uncertain. Now, you're the vision they cannot erase, they once withheld. Now, they're ready to give everything. The shift happened the moment you stopped chasing. The divine flipped the script, and now they are being sent to you. Their silence has turned to yearning. Their distance has become a magnet. Their delay is now divine acceleration. You may hear their name whispered soon. You may feel their spirit visit before they physically do, because this reunion is being orchestrated in both the physical and spiritual realm. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. They are coming with questions, but not for answers. For understanding, they are coming with hands open, not for begging, but for building. The divine has shown them what life looks like without you, and now They are prepared to fight for the life with you. They're nervous because this time, it's real. This time, their pride isn't speaking, their soul is. They want to call you their home again. But they won't say it unless they know they can honor it. Because they know now. You were never temporary. You were the whole reason. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. They are tracing their steps back to you. They will tell you what happened in between, who they were, who they lost, and how the universe kept reminding them of you. You were the turning point. The divine used your absence to sharpen their conscience, and now, your presence will soften their edges. There will be no scripts, no performance, only raw truth. They will walk in a room, and everything will pause, because that is what divine alignment feels like. It will not be awkward. It will be divine silence speaking loudly. Type Amen to get blessing 780 in you. You will feel calm, not because you don't remember the pain, but because you have outgrown the storm. You will look at them, not with need, but with knowing that what is returning has been made worthy. You are the gift they couldn't keep until they became the person who could receive it, and now, they are that person. This is heaven sealing what hath been prepared in the unseen. You were not forgotten, you were preserved, and now, the moment arrives. Type Amen to get blessing 784. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $1.20. Glowing star, celestial sealing. You are now ready, glowing star. The divine says, you've waited, you've healed, you've risen, and now, the one who will change has. No more pretending, no more delay, no more spiritual tests. The final door is open. Step through it with grace, because what's meant to be yours has found its way home. Type Amen to get blessing 77777 folded dizzy. Their footsteps are already on the path. They may not even realize how close they are to your door, but the divine has already moved them into alignment. You will soon hear from them, feel them, or dream of them again, but this time, it won't come with confusion. It will come with sacred stillness, a confirmation your soul hath been waiting for. Archangel Michael watches from above, wings spread wide, ensuring no dark force interrupts this moment of truth. What once pulled you apart will now collapse like shadows in the presence of morning light. What's coming will not be rushed, but it will be right on time. Type Amen to get blessing 7878. They were once lost in the maze of their own mind. Sometimes distance creates the clarity that closeness could not. When people are separated by time, silence, or emotional confusion, they often begin noticing the small details they once overlooked. Certain songs, colors, places, or familiar patterns can suddenly bring someone rushing back into memory, because emotional connections leave deep impressions on the mind. The idea of synchronicities and repeated reminders reflects how strongly people can associate ordinary experiences with someone who mattered deeply to them. It does not have to mean the universe is sending coded messages. Often, it simply reveals how meaningful the connection truly was. When emotions are unresolved, the mind naturally searches for familiarity and significance in the world around it. Over time, that awareness can push someone toward honesty they once avoided. The person returning may try to appear composed on the surface, but internally, they could be carrying regret, hope, fear, and longing all at once. Reaching back out after distance takes vulnerability, especially if they now understand how much the relationship once meant to them. The deeper truth is that people often recognize the value of emotional safety, understanding, and genuine connection only after losing it. During the time apart, both individuals may have changed in important ways. Life experiences, heartbreak, personal growth, and reflection can reshape how people love, communicate, and understand themselves. That growth is what makes a new beginning possible, not destiny alone. A healthy reunion is not about recreating the exact relationship that existed before. It is about building something stronger with greater honesty, emotional maturity, and mutual effort. If someone returns to your life now, the goal should not be to erase the past or pretend pain never happened. Instead, it should be about understanding what the past taught both of you and deciding whether a healthier future can truly be created together. Real connection deepens when both people stop expecting perfection and start choosing accountability, communication, and emotional presence instead. The opportunity ahead is meaningful, not because it is magical, but because growth may finally have prepared both of you to value the connection in a healthier and more grounded way. A soft whisper through someone you both know, it will feel strange, but deeply familiar. That's how you'll know. It's not of this world, it's orchestrated by the divine. They will bring not only their changed self, but their new purpose, their new truth, their clear devotion. You will hear a different tone in their voice, a more ego, a more pretending, just your energy, and a willingness to repair everything be damaged, not because you asked, but because their soul insists. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. The road back to you hasn't been easy. They've lost friends, walked through high break. They even tried filling the void with someone else, but nothing filled it, because the shape of that emptiness was carved only by you. Now, they're ready to be held accountable, not praised. They're ready to grow roots, not build walls. They've learned that love is not something you hold on to, it's something you honor, and their highest act of love will now be consistency. They are coming, 1 foot in faith, 1 foot in reverence. Don't miss this. Type Amen to get blessing 8282. You are not being asked to go backward. You're being called to step forward into a new beginning. This is not restoration. It's ascension. Your healing created a portal of readiness. You now attract only what is worthy of you. And now this person, humbled by divine fire, is walking through that portal. They may not say everything perfectly, but their effort will be real. Their words will be slow. Their eyes will be filled with water. Because it's hard to face someone who always loved you when you didn't love yourself. But they are ready now, and that readiness is sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 8383. You will feel the energy shift when they speak your name again. The world may look the same, but your heart will whisper, "It's time." Your body will relax. Your spirit will blow. Your intuition will breathe, "It's here," because this is what you were promised. The alignment, the divine return, the moment where everything they buried is now ready to be resurrected. You are no longer standing at the edge of uncertainty wondering whether life will finally meet you with kindness or continue testing your strength. Something inside you has changed, and because of that change, the future no longer feels entirely defined by fear or disappointment. The version of yourself that survived heartbreak, confusion, distance, and emotional exhaustion has grown wiser through every difficult season. You learned how to continue moving forward even when answers never arrived on time. You learned how to love without losing your dignity, and how to protect your peace without completely closing your heart. That kind of growth does not happen overnight. It is built slowly through silent resilience, late-night reflection, and the decision to keep believing in better days while carrying burdens no one else fully understood. Now you are entering a season that asks something different from you. Instead of constantly surviving, you are being asked to receive, to trust that healing relationships, peaceful opportunities, and emotional clarity can exist without always being followed by chaos. Forgiveness, when chosen carefully and wisely, is not weakness. It is often a sign that someone has become emotionally strong enough to stop carrying bitterness as protection. You no longer need to shrink yourself to fit inside relationships or situations that made you question your worth. The confidence growing within you now comes from experience, not performance. You have already proven to yourself that you can survive difficult chapters. The next step is allowing yourself to believe that you can also experience joy, stability, and connection without immediately expecting them to disappear. This chapter is not about pretending the past never happened. It is about recognizing that your future deserves more than endless fear of repeating it. The life unfolding ahead of you may still contain challenges, but you are no longer facing them as the same uncertain person you once were.